Yeah, I totally know you think that I'm completely insane because I'm afraid of Christmas trees, but, you know, I have nothing to say to you. Hey guys, so there's been a video going around lately about first time. So I figured, why not talk about some of my first times? So basically, you go through a couple of things that you've done for the first time, and you talk about them. So the first question is, what was your first word? And I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. So we're gonna skip to the next question. The second question is, what was your first fear? This one's an interesting story. When I was about 5 years old, imagine back to little fetus Megan, I went to a Christmas tree lot during Christmas time to get a tree. Wow. You went to a Christmas tree lot to get a tree. So I was there, and pretty much every Christmas tree lot where I live has trees that are just scattered about, not under anything, they're just like outside. And then there's also Christmas trees that I'm assuming are more expensive that are underneath a big tent sort of thing. Kind of like the Easy Ups, but like a lot bigger. So we were in one of them, and my parents were talking to one of the workers at the Christmas tree lot, and I had wandered off a bit to go check out the other trees because, I mean, why not? And here comes the funny part. So I had walked past a particular tree that I didn't quite realize was motion censored. And as I walked past one particular Christmas tree, it started singing. I know, wow, singing Christmas tree, really scary, but I am a 5-year-old little girl walking past, and suddenly a tree that I think is not alive. Well, it's alive, but it's not like, it can't talk anyways. And then just starts singing Christmas songs, enormously loud. I just panicked. I did not expect that. I was traumatized of Christmas tree tents forever. I still avoid them sometimes today just to make sure that I don't run into one of those Christmas trees. I like to stay on the outside where it's nice and safe. Yeah, I totally know you think that I'm completely insane because I'm afraid of Christmas trees, but, you know, I have nothing to say to you. So number 3 is going to be first cell phone. I got this one. So I got my first phone in 2nd grade. I know that sounds really young, but my mom gave it to me and insisted it was for safety reasons and that I must carry with me at all times. I thought that was completely ridiculous because, I mean, what 2nd grader wants a cell phone? I mean, it's not like I had any friends that had cell phones, so I mean, who really am I gonna call? Who am I gonna text? Like, nobody. So you can totally imagine me as, again, a fetus, not wanting to have this cell phone on me. I pretty much sounded like this. Mom, I don't want it. Mom, I don't want to carry this to my friend's house. Mom, I don't want to take this to the store with me. Mom, I don't want to take my cell phone to school with me. Honey, you need to take your cell phone to school. Mom, no. Ugh. Yeah, my days pretty much went just like that. Until a couple years later when cell phones started getting popular in elementary school, and I was like, I take my cell phone wherever I go. This is my baby. Don't touch it. And then when other people are around, I'm like, yeah, I got a cell phone. Should I? Cell phone? Cell phone? Did I hear cell phone? Okay, so number 4 is, who is your first best friend and do you still talk to them? Her name is Alex, and I pretty much still talk to her all the time. I literally talked to her yesterday. Pretty much I see her all the time. I do see her every day during the school year, and most of the time after school, weekends, all that. So yes, I've known her for 12 years now, and yeah, it's been really cool having someone that you can really count on, and that's pretty much an awesome feeling. Numero 5. First concert. Again, another great story to tell. So what was my first concert, you ask? Well, I would reply to that with the Cheetah Girls. Yes, you heard me correctly, the Cheetah Girls. It was back when I was, again, early elementary school. Literally everyone loved Cheetah Girls at the time because the new movie had just come out and it was like really popular and everyone was like, oh my god, about them. So then I went to this concert, and I mean, come on, let's be honest, I felt like a total badass. By the time I had come back from the concert, the Cheetah Girls were no longer that popular anymore, and kind of the opposite so. As much as I bragged about going to the concert before I did, and then when I came back from it, I didn't really want to talk about it anymore. Oh my god, now you know my secret. Number 6. I should start my own band. Like the lip popping band. Okay, that sounds really awkward. First pet. So my first pet was actually, as most people's, a hamster. This hamster had a particularly uncommon, but what I think is adorable name. His name was Mousy. Mind blown. And I really liked him until he bit my finger and it started gushing blood. I wasn't so much of his fan anymore. But anyways, I did really like him, but he really didn't last very long. He got some like diarrhea disease. It was really gross. I pretty much had him for a couple weeks only, and then it was bye-bye Mousy. Don't look at me. So what did I do when I lost my hamster after a couple weeks, you ask? I went out and bought a bunny, which honestly was way better, and it was a great decision because he was so adorable. But after the sadness of losing my hamster, after a couple of weeks, I tried to salvage the legacy, and I named my bunny Mousy as well. And yes, I do realize that neither a hamster nor a bunny are actually mouses. Did I just say mouses? I totally meant mice right now. Well, all of you think I'm stupid. Awesome. Mice, I get it, all right? I know the plural of mice, all right? Mouses. Yeah, totally didn't make sense. On to number 7. So the question is your first time out of the country. So the first time that I was ever out of the country was actually when I went to Canada in 5th grade. But to be quite honest, I don't really count it as experiencing Canada because I was literally there for a day and I really only spent maybe an hour or two actually like on the land of Canada, and I spent that in a waiting room to go on our cruise. So I didn't really experience Canada unless you call the city bus an experience. Technically that was a trip out of the country because I needed a passport for it, so. But nonetheless, the trip was to Alaska, so it was pretty freaking awesome anyways. The time that I really count for me actually going out of the country and experiencing something is actually last summer when I went to the Bahamas on the Disney Dream, which was fantastic. I loved it so much. I'm just gonna like spin in circles and nearly fall down because of it. It was so beautiful. The tears are coming again. Excuse me. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit more about me. Definitely in the comments below, please leave an answer to any of the questions that I stated in this video that you want to share. I will see you guys next Monday.
Look at this. Drum roll, please. Actually, don't jump.